So, suit and tie affair, black tie affair, dressy event, dressy occasion, whatever you want to call it. I found 7 fragrances in my collection that, well, I think will suit, no pun intended, the suit entire affair perfectly. You want to know what those fragrances are? You got to meet me on the other side of this intro, and I'm going to tell you all about them. See you in a second. What's going on, everybody? It is your boy, LL Cool Trey. That's right, Trey Belafonte, and I'm definitely in the building today. So I got a little fragrance review, fragrance discussion. You know how we do it on the channel. Look, we've been to cookouts, we've been to bar mitzvahs, we've been on date nights, we've been to church, we done had white parties, black parties. We've never talked about fragrances that are good if you gotta dress up a little bit. If you gotta put on some shoes, suit, tie, jacket, just be a little bit more dressy. So what fragrances do I have in my collection that fits that occasion? Well, let's talk about them. I found 7. I actually found a lot more, but I had to narrow it down to 7 because 7 is that number of completion, and I like to do 5 and 7 for some reason. Why? Because I'm long-winded and, well, 10 gets a little long. That could be a 2-hour video when I get to talking. The first fragrance on this list is the only fragrance I have from the house of Tom Ford, and it is Tom Ford's Great Vetiver. And it's just crisp, clean, it's fresh, it's grown, it's a little bit herbaceous, it's a little bit green. It says, I smell good without trying too hard, and it's actually affordable. It's one of the more affordable fragrances from Tom Ford. I think it's around the $80, $90 mark, and this is the EDP, but nonetheless, it still smells good in my book. So one of the first fragrances that I would reach for if I had to put on because I probably ain't gonna put on the tie. I might do the bow tie, but I ain't gonna hardly put on the tie, would be Tom Ford's Great Vetiver. All right, the next one on this list is from the house of Zaharoff. And it's probably not the one that you're thinking of. It's not Homme. It is Noir. And the reason I went with Noir because Homme smells really, really good. It really, really does. I like that fragrance. I like it a lot. It has a smokiness to it because I sprayed it on when I was testing for this video, because that's the beautiful thing about doing a video with fragrances on it. You get to test and spray on stuff and compare them, and it gives me time to spend time with my fragrances and talk to them and dust them off and just show them that they are appreciated. I believe the fragrances are the future. Teach them well and never mind. But anyway, I didn't choose Signature because it has that smokiness in it, which I love. That's my favorite part of the fragrance, the darkness, the richness, the smokiness. I chose Noir because it's a little bit more fresh. Still has that same high quality, great juice, smells good, but it's a little more subtle. Doesn't project as hard. Doesn't last quite as long either. But nonetheless, it still smells really, really good. I mean, a smoky fougere is hard to beat, and that's what Signature is. But even though Signature is a well-made, dressy fragrance, I wanted to go with Noir because it is the lesser talked about of the two, but equally as good, just a little bit different. But it smells good too. Definitely smells very dressy, very masculine, expensive, well-made, all of that stuff. Zaharoff's Signature Noir. And it kept the purple juice as well. Okay, this next one on the list, man, oh man, oh man. It's just a good smelling fragrance, and it's classy, it's elegant, it's easy to wear, it's casual but dressy at the same time. Chanel Allure Homme. I like this, I really do. It just has something about it. I mean, it's a Chanel product, so you know that it's well made and well blended. But it's so smooth and non-offensive, and at the same time it smells good. So you'll smell good, but you're not gonna project, 4 or 5 people over. It's one of those arm reach scents. It's one of those that you have to come into your persons to smell, which to me is, if you were wearing a suit and tie to an event, I wouldn't imagine that you wanted people to smell you way across the room. Me personally would probably light it up like a firecracker, but I'd probably walk in there with red tobacco on or something. But realistically, you don't want that. You need some fragrances to kind of be chill. And this is the perfect example of that. When you walk by somebody or somebody comes in to introduce yourself or shake their hand, hi, okay, you're Trey. I've heard a lot about you. It's nice to meet you. You want them, in here. You don't want them to smell you from over there, because it just gives out the wrong impression sometimes. So I guess I give off the wrong impression all the time, but that's just me. But if you're wanting something a little bit more subtle, but still smells good, Chanel Allure Homme. Nice one for that occasion. Good little suit and tie type of frag. Now, this is from a cologne house, but it's a good cologne house. This fragrance smells good. It's one of my favorite fragrances to wear. And it is Dapper's version of Parfums de Marly's Herod. That just smells good to me. Now, this is one that is probably louder than the rest of these on the list. And it has tobacco in it, but it is so smooth and so refined and so classy and masculine and easy to wear. I would just have to temper my sprays and just maybe hit myself 7 times instead of 52. Just kidding. Well, just kidding about the 52. I would probably just have to go 3 to 4 sprays. Normally I go about 52, 53. I mean, I don't even count. I just go when it feels right. It feels right. I know when to stop. I don't even count. I just and then I'm like, okay, it fit right. Wait, and then I'm like, okay, and then I just feel it. I just go like Steph Curry when he's feeling it. You don't tell him not to shoot. When he's feeling it, if he pull up at half court, he just pull up at half court. He's feeling it. The same way I am with my sprays. I'm the Steph Curry of cologne spray. I go till I feel it. Then when I feel like that's enough, I'm out of there. But till then, I go, baby. But this is one I would have to go easier on the sprays. But yet, it smells so good. Definitely would wear this to a suit and tie type of event. I would just be careful when I sprayed it. It has some sweetness in it that I really, really like. Like it a lot. Got 3 more. This one is a little bit expensive. Well, it's not a little bit expensive. It's expensive. But it was one of those fragrances that I wanted in my collection. Actually saw it at TJ Maxx, swooped it up and ran out the store like O.J. Simpson when he see gloves on sale. And it is Creed Royal Oud. I really like this fragrance, man. It's a very wearable oud, but it has some greenness, some herbaceousness to it, some masculinity, but it is so smooth. And again, it's a strong one as well, but you can't, and I love that gold atomizer. I think gold in my cologne game really attracts me for some reason. I'm not sure why, it just does. I mean, to me, I just like that. Very classy looking bottle, classy looking scent. Again, it has vetiver in it also, and to me, vetiver just comes off as clean, refined, fresh, easy to wear. To me, vetiver comes off like I smell good and I'm not trying too hard. So I love fragrances with the note of vetiver in it, and oud and vetiver just go well together. I mean, they could have named this Royal Vetiver. Hey Creed, if you're listening, some kind of way, Royal Vetiver. I know they probably make fragrances with vetiver in the name of them, but I'm just saying. Great little fragrance. Very pricey because I paid $180 for it, I think, at TJ Maxx, but I think it goes for over $4. So, nonetheless, great smelling fragrance. And this is a 3.3 ounce bottle. So, I need to check the batch on this and see when it was made. Creed's Royal Oud. Another one from a cologne house. This is from Scentual Obsessions, and this is their version of YSL Tuxedo. Oh, man. And I like this fragrance. I like it a lot. I get a lot of compliments when I wear this fragrance. This one is a dressed up citrus. Now it does have a good citrus note running through it, but it's grown. It's mature. It's not a youthful citrus like something that you would get. And don't get this wrong, because I love this house, from Lacoste. You know, there's 2 or 3 fragrances from Lacoste I like the Eau Fresh, the one in the green bottle. Love that scent. The Blanche in the white, and then La Homme. Love all of those fragrances from Lacoste. And then Lacoste Live is one I like and get tons of compliments as well. So I'm not bashing Lacoste at all. I'm just saying that it's a different type of citrus. This is a dressed up, grown man, classy type of citrus. And Tuxedo is a fragrance that I would be interested in getting a decant. I have this, so I don't think I would want to spend the money to get a full bottle, because I'm not hung up on the names. I just want to smell good. And Scentual Obsessions and Dapper and 3-in-1, those guys get really, really close. So I ain't, hyped about the name on the bottle. If I like the juice, I like the juice. But nonetheless, this is one that I would definitely wear to a suit and tie affair, especially if it was in the spring or the summer or early fall, and it was going to be outside, and it was on a warmer day. Definitely rock that out. This next one is one that I've got to get on my skin more. I should be ashamed of myself for not wearing it, because it is a beautiful fragrance. It is an irisy fragrance. It is one that I like a lot. Oh, man. Armani Code Profumo. And I picked this up in the Nashville area. Actually, it was in Brentwood, Tennessee at, was it at Nordstrom's Rack? Yeah, I think it was at Nordstrom's Rack. I picked this up, got a pretty good deal on it. It was like 60 bucks. And it was a gift set, and it came with a 30 ml smaller bottle. Full presentation, just like this one, just smaller. And I ended up selling it to my boy J. Cole for like 30 bucks. And so I only have like $30 in this fragrance. And it's really good. It's powdery, irisy. It's smooth. It is so smooth, so sexy, so sophisticated. Just an easy to wear fragrance. Definitely would wear this on a date. It's just nice. Definitely would wear this, on a suit and tie type of event. To me, it just smells good. It smells masculine, but again, it's not overly masculine. It's not one of those, again, that projects way across the room. Somebody will have to be in your circumference to smell it, but they will like it and they will think you smell good. From the house of Giorgio Armani, the last one, Armani Code Profumo. Great smelling fragrance. I think that's actually better than the original Armani Code. It's one of those occasions where the flanker succeeded the predecessor, I guess that would be. Yeah, the OG. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning into this video, for returning to the scene of the crime, and always being the best part of this channel, man. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Thank you all for being so active in the comments and always returning to the scene of the crime. I greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, always be sure to feel free to be as active as you need to be in the comments. If you have any of these fragrances, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on them. Also, if you have a suit and tie type of frag in your collection, tell me what some of them are. Let me know what you gonna wear the next time we have a get together and it's, dressy. Maybe we even have to RSVP this one. So let me know what you got. Be sure to like it if you like it, share it if you like it, and if I earned it, please consider giving me a sub if you haven't already. And with that being said, I'm gonna jump off here, work on some thumbnails, do some editing, that kind of stuff, and I will see y'all in the next video. So God bless you all, and I love you all. Until next time, peace.